want to show you how to create a resources page using Lasso. I get asked about this a lot. How do you create your resource pages on all your websites? And I do it using Lasso. So I'm going to walk you through just exactly how I would go about doing this using affiliate URLs in Lasso, using groups, and then using our grid display and how to add that to pages. The whole thing, soup to nuts. So here we go. The first thing we need to do is we need to create a group that we're going to display. And in this case, I could call a group resources. And in this particular instance, I'm calling the group favorite tools. So let's go over to groups. And I'm just going to show you that I have two groups that I want to show. I want to show my products, and then I want to show my favorite tools. So in my favorite tools, for example, I've gone ahead and let's just open up the dashboard in a second. I've gone ahead and added 8 URLs to this group. And WP Engine is is like the tool that I use to host all my websites, and I've moved this to the top. Now, Lasso is one of those tools that is technically my favorite tool, and it's also my product. So this would appear twice on the page. So I may want to decide where it appears, and for now, I'm going to keep it under my favorite tools. And so Podia, I can move up above this. So let's just drag that up. And so the reason I'm dragging and dropping this and changing the order here is because this is the order in which I want it to display on the page, right? So it goes from most important to least important. So that's my group for favorite tools. And if we go over into my products, let's check that out. Go to URLs. I've added all of my products to here. So I want to order this in order of importance. I think my SEO course is like my flagship course, Asana for bloggers, page speed for bloggers, my affiliate marketing course. So here's all my affiliate marketing course, Lasso, Carbonate, and Investable. So these are all my products. Great. I've reordered them. I'm good to go. And in case you don't know how to do this, if you go to dashboard and you go to any one of your products, in this case, I'll go to, let's go to Asana. And this would be under my favorite tools. Actually, you know what? Let's go and look for Lasso. Here it is. And let's remove this from my favorite tools and keep it in my products. So we just, if we go down to groups here, we can remove it. And then you can also add it. You can add as many groups as you want you can group a URL in as many groups as you want. So let me go ahead and save that. Okay. Okay. We're good to go here. And we go back to groups. We should have 7 and 7. Right? Cool. Great. All right. Description, I don't really have to worry about if you're curious. I'm not going to use a description here. I'm just going to use my own custom descriptions in the page. So let's go and create a new page in WordPress. And I'm going to create a page. I'm just going to call it resources so that we set the permalink. So if we click out of that, okay, moneylab.co/resources. That's what I want it to be. That's not necessarily what I want the title to be, but I'm just going to save the draft. So that kind of sets the permalink for myself. And I'm going to be tongue in cheek and say my resources page, because that's what I do. My awesome resources page. Great. Okay. So I'm going to write, here's a list of my favorite tools and even my own products. Okay. So the first thing I want to do is I want to create my favorite tools, and then I want to create my own products. Okay. So I'm going to set this as an H2 and click down here. And then I'm going to set this as also an H2. Okay. All right. That looks good. Now I want to create the grid. I want to create the grid of my products. So I'm going to click the Lasso button. Now, if you're not using the classic editor like I am and you're using Gutenberg, we have a Gutenberg support, or you can just copy and paste stuff, and I can show you how to do that as well. So let's go ahead and add the grid, and let's choose to start my favorite tools, which is what this is going to be. And then let's create another one, and let's do grid display, and we're going to do my products. Okay, so that should actually create everything that we want. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hit publish. Oh, and it did change that. Great. So let's go and fix that. We don't want that. Okay. Update again. All right, let's take a look at the page. Okay, my awesome resources page, and here's a list of my products. And then these are my 7 products here, and then my other products there. Great. Okay. The other way, before we go ahead and clean this up, I just want to show you another way you can do this. So, if you don't have this button here, either in Gutenberg or the classic editor, but you still want to add a short code, you can do that. I can do it from scratch. So all we do is we type in Lasso, do style equals grid, and then we do categories, which you can add multiple categories if you wanted to. So I could add my favorite products and my own products in one single grid. But for now, we're just going to do it one at a time. So for categories, or sorry, it's just category, my bad. We're going to add the slug. So if we go back into Lasso, just want to show you where this is located. So if we go to groups, and let's say we want to go to my favorite tools, that is the slug right there. So we need to copy this, come back to the page, paste it, complete the short code, and that's it. So that's the same. You can do it the same way if you don't have access to this button. Okay, so we know what that looks like. Here's what it looks like. I don't like the fact that there's 3 per row. I want 2 per row, and I could do that. I could even do 1 per row if I wanted to. So this requires a little bit of customization, but all you have to do is add in the word columns equals, and then we're going to add the number 2 in quotations, and then we're going to hit update. In fact, I want to do that on both real quick. Great. Let's hit update. And since I have pretty aggressive caching, let's see if it actually, okay, cool, it worked. So this is exactly how I want my resources page to look like. I like it. There's a few things I would probably change here. Like, for example, if you go up here, I have no description for WP Rocket. I'm probably going to end up changing that or adding a description there, maybe even adding a price there. So, and adding a price to all of this. I mean, this is like starting at $35, I think, a month. So now I have to go through and basically, add all these products and update them and customize them a bit. But these are all working affiliate links. And I've created a resources page as simple as that. So if you have any questions on how to do this, we have an entire article on how to do this. Obviously, this video should be helpful, but this is some way that you can get a lot out of Lasso. And then here's the best part. When you have this set up, it's done. Like, you don't have to touch this resources page at all. Once this code is complete, you're in. Now, let's say this is all dynamic too. So if maybe you switch from ConvertKit to MailChimp or who knows, and you're like, this is no longer my favorite tool, I want to use something else. You can actually do that all within Lasso. So we can go to Lasso and we can say, okay, well, ConvertKit is no longer my favorite tool. So we'll go into here and we'll just remove it from favorite tools and hit save changes. And then that'll update that. And then let's say, and let's see if it updates it in real time. So I have it cached. So let's just clear that real quick. Okay, so the cache broke. I'd have to clear the Cloudflare cache in order to see it. But I'm like, okay, great. What if I decide I want Podia to be, on this side of WP Engine? So I can go here to groups. I can click favorite tools and go to URLs and literally drag and drop this. Just move this up above that. Cool. Once I do that, it's saved. I don't have to do anything else. Come here. Okay, have to clear the cache again. And there it is. It flips it around. So it's as simple as that to create a resources page. And again, if you have any questions, you can feel free to chat us. If you're in Lasso itself, you can just click the little bubble here and we're there to answer any of your questions. And we hope you can create a resources page and we hope it makes you money. That's what Lasso is all about.